Big D Entertainment, in association with Dipsy Doodle Productions, presents The Dave Holly Hour, brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Enter as friends, leave as family. Serendipity Studio Gallery and Gifts, Chasers Food and Spirits, Excel Chiropractic, Quality Nails, and the Sioux Falls Arts Council. The Dave Holly Hour features Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment Conversations. A true lover of arts, entertainment, good food, and fun times, including an occasional Jack Daniels. Okay, so a few Jack Daniels. Here he is, Dave Holly.
Thank you, Zach, and thank you one and all for supporting the arts by listening to this show. If you listen or download every week, you are truly MVPs. If this is your first time, we welcome each of you. Today, we get the chance to learn more about two first-time guests, both very passionate about their art, one as a visual artist, the other as a performing artist. Hannah Stromseth is not afraid to take on any task, from painting murals to face painting and everything in between. Then Ebony Symonew tells us about her love of being on stage as a singer, dancer, actor. If you've seen her, you know the energy she brings. Those conversations coming up, but first, let's pop the cork on this bubbly little show.
Time to grab your favorite beverage, lift it high, and toast it to being Thursday, a.k.a. Weekend Eve.
Hey, the weekend isn't around the corner, it's here!
So long, hump day and your frumpy way. We say hello to Thursdays with opening nights. The weekend is near and we can see the bright lights. Yes, Thursday, you're so hearty, we can't wait for Friday, so a day early, we start the party.
Doesn't matter what you toast with, as we all have different tastes and different times of the day that we listen. As you well know, when I put this together, it's cocktail time. I'm having my usual Jasper Newton, a Jack Daniels, Diet Coke with a lime. You might be drinking water, milk, coffee, tea, beer, wine, or champagne. Whatever your beverage of choice is, lift it high and toast to a dear friend, Richard Corelli. Now, my love and I met him a few years back while attending a local production. We had seen him there quite often at the same company's productions, sitting in the front row, usually with a nice blazer, and just always looking very stylish. We kept wondering who he was. Well, during intermissions, he would stand up from his front row seat to stretch his legs, cane in hand. And I just kept hearing from my wife, who is he? I was like, gosh, he looks familiar, doesn't he? Finally, during one of the intermissions, I just said, hi, I'm Dave. And we introduced ourselves, and then knowing that we were always ending up at many of the same productions, we started to go out to supper with him before we'd go to the show. Well, anyway, he just celebrated his birthday Tuesday. I'm not going to divulge his age. We look like we could easily be related. He either would have had to have been a very young father to me or a much older brother. He moved to Sioux Falls during COVID and has fallen in love with the city and its cultures. So if you recognize my wife and me and wonder who the stylish and distinguished gent is, you now know to call him Richard. While you're at it, tell him belated happy birthday. Cheers to you, Richard. The Weekend Eve Toast is brought to you by Chasers, West 12th and Ellis Road. Stop in for great food, great beverages, and fun times. And come join us this next Monday, the 22nd, for Dave Holly Hour Trivia. We do it every Monday night. And on the 22nd, why not? Everybody else uses this theme. Christmas in July. We'll see you there. Honorable mention. So what made Dave laugh, chuckle, chortle, downright slap my knee silly, or even shed heavy tears recently? I'm guessing it's actually going to happen that all of those might happen tonight at the annual Sioux Falls Stage Awards. I am looking forward to Etta McKinley and Sarah Manson as co-hosts. Can't wait to see what Lyra Dance Theater Company brings between many of the presentations. Of course, Wishing all nominees in all categories the best. Obviously, I have a list of Dave's faves, and if any of them are awarded, I'll let you know. I don't want to say who they are now. Not playing favoritism yet. Coming up later in the hour, performing artist Ebony Symonew. In just a few minutes, visual artist Hannah Stromseth. It's all ahead on the Dave Holly Hour. Creativity comes to life at Serendipity Studio. Join them this Saturday for a day full of art, craft, and hands-on fun. Stop by Atrium Makers Market, an indoor showcase of handmade goods, unique art pieces, and one-of-a-kind treasures created by talented local artists and crafters. If you're feeling creative, sign up for their basic jewelry making class with Tara Barney. You'll learn how to work with semi-precious gemstones and go home with a beautiful bracelet and matching earrings made by you. Find details and sign up at serendipitystudiosd.com. Again, that website, serendipitystudiosd.com. Serendipity Studio on the second floor of the Shriver Square building in historic downtown Sioux Falls. Trio Jazz Club is an intimate music venue in the heart of Sioux Falls. It's family-owned and family-run. Ricardo and Mary Beth and the entire staff provide the art of hospitality, while the best local and regional musicians provide the smooth sounds. It's a great vibe with live music Tuesday through Saturday nights. The chefs and mixologists offer an amazing menu and beer and wine lists. Cocktails as smooth as the jazz. Join the club, Trio Jazz Club, across from the Washington Pavilion. Enter as friends, leave as family.
The Dave Holly Hour, like eavesdropping on a great conversation between two very interesting people.
Welcome back, everyone. As I always say at the beginning of a conversation, it is always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire arts and entertainment. And it's always a pleasure to have a new voice in the art world talk with us today. She is Hannah Stromseth. How are you?
I am great. And you said my last name right.
Oh, does it get mispronounced a lot?
All the time.
Long O, Stromseth.
Stromseth? Nope, it's Stromseth. You said it right.
Yeah, well, that's why I changed Spittler to Holly.
Oh, really? Okay. Nice.
Especially because you're in radio as a salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was interviewing for a job up in Brookings, pretty sure I got it because the general manager wanted to introduce me to the staff. And Spittler came out 6 different pronunciations, none of which were correct. I just said, I'll change it.
That's enough.
Holly's my mother's nickname.
Okay.
And then, it gives me a great little tagline. For me, every day is a Holly day.
Oh, I love that.
And then also, I'm the Holly Jolly Santa.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
It's very easy to remember, too.
Right, yeah.
That's what I should do.
Well, great to meet you in person.
Yes,
and this is, it's so funny. And before we even started, we were talking about, small world and how things intermix, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alex Lunstra,
Yes.
who's been on my show before and whose work I admire greatly. In fact, she just brought us a couple of her T-shirts that we had seen and wanted.
Yeah.
And she posted on Facebook that her friend Hannah brought these 2 pins over. And I thought, man, those are cool. And so I hopped on and I messaged you.
Yes.
And said, where to get them? Oh, you just bought them someplace.
Yes, I bought them online, but Alex
you blinged it out and so forth.
Yep.
All right. So that was easy. But then it's like, well, this gal's an artist, and I don't get enough visual artists on the show.
You don't? Okay.
Often enough. For some reason, it's a scheduling thing, just a tougher way to find somebody to have the time to be on. And so then you started, researching Dave a little bit and so forth. And you start listening to the podcast, and then you go, this guy sounds like he could have been in radio.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. Your voice is too it's tuned to the ear You can just tell when someone's been on the radio.
So you start asking around the building, and all of a sudden, hey, do you know Scott Smith? Yes, I know Scott Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's been fun to recollect some of those names and so forth.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Dave Roberts.
Dave Roberts is great too.
Right. And of course, one of the things that we talk about here in this show is it being Weekend Eve. And that started because of Dave Roberts. Back when we worked at Kello many years ago, he and I would, on Thursdays, get to work a little earlier, and we'd make our way up to Caribou or Starbucks and get our good coffee for the day and toast to it being Weekend Eve. So that's that part. That's
Great
to honor
celebration.
him. Yeah.
I'll have to tell him that.
Oh,
He'll be happy about that.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he's a great guy, and has as one person that we both used to work with referred to him as, he has that voice from hell. It's so good. It's like,
I'll tell him that
an
too.
interesting way to describe it, but I kind of understood where the guy was going with it.
Yeah. Now it's all clicking. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's for
he's
sure.
A great guy. Wealth of knowledge. My gosh.
Oh, no doubt about that. So when did you get into art?
That is a loaded question. Where do I start?
Exactly.
So let's think about this. I've always loved art from back in the day. We'd always go camping as a family. I've always loved looking at nature and always trying to draw that, color that. My mom talks about when I was, 5 years old. She told me to make a caterpillar, and I was drawing a caterpillar, and it was like beyond her expectations. It had all the legs and the stripes, and
right.
she's like, wow, I can't believe you know all this detail. So fast forward, throughout college, I knew that I love art, but I didn't know exactly how to make a paycheck doing that and not worrying about food on the table. And I didn't want to have to deal with that. So I'm like, well, what's something that's always going to be there? Healthcare. So I was a respiratory therapist, still technically am, for 5 years at Avera, and I continued with marketing and management. Now I help businesses with their creative marketing strategies. But a few years ago, I picked up my brush again, and it was because the Hartford Farmers Market, that's where I live in Hartford, they hold a farmers market every month, it's not last Thursdays of each month, May through September. And we always try to have some sort of kids activity and have some sort of free kids activity because we want the Hartford Farmers Market to be accessible to everybody. So I'm like, well, how about face painting? Why don't we just try that? And they're like, well, who are we going to get to face paint for free? I'm like, well, hey, I'll do it. It doesn't look that hard. It's actually really hard to make it look good. So a few years ago, that's when I started face painting. Then places like the zoo booked me, the Special Olympics booked me. I've booked at many different corporate events, high school, grad parties, all the things. But I've always loved art, and painting on canvas was my big thing back in the day. Throughout college, I would always try to take art classes. So I'm like, I need to dabble in some fine art as well because I love painting on canvas. So Alex, she's great. Like we've already said, she was involved with the watering can. I'm kind of going many different places here.
That's fine. That's what I do on this show every time.
Just rein me in when you need to. The watering can is a great resource for artists in the area. I did not know about it before last year, but that's how I connected first with Alex. And I've actually taken a few of her art classes before. Her paint and sips, they're great too. But, she kind of encouraged me. She's like, yeah, I work at Serendipity. I'm the manager there. And she kind of explained what this call for art thing is. Didn't know that existed either. But the Serendipity Studio Gallery, they put out a call for art almost every month, I think. And you, as an artist, submit your painting or piece to match the theme of that month. And then it gets put in a rotational gallery. There's a jury that comes and judges for the best in show. And then throughout the whole month, then people can vote for the people's choice of what they love the best. And I actually won both of those. And so that was like, oh my gosh, people actually like my art too. It's not just in my head. But also I've been dabbling in murals. And so I did a mural in my husband's office. And we've talked a little bit before this started here, but he works from home. And so a lot of times he's on screen on his computer.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has an amazing mountain themed backdrop.
Oh, wow.
And it looks great. He's been getting lots of comments on it. But since I've been face painting for the zoo hired me to come out and do some chalk art for the Zoo Boo last year. And then they're like, hey, do you do murals as well? And I said, I can sure try to do murals.
Uh-huh.
And they hired me to do a big mural in their gift shop recently. So now the tree in the middle of the gift shop has a bunch of animals in it, and you can do a little scavenger hunt to try to find them. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. That's
okay. So let's see. Where all do we? I want to talk about things.
Of the 15 points I made.
Serendipity Studio.
Yes.
The Dave Holly Hour sponsor.
Oh, okay.
And
They're
Jason and his wife are good friends.
Okay.
Yeah. And
they really help artists out.
Yes, they do. Oh,
I'm so glad that I've learned more about them.
Yeah, what a great thing. And then, just first of all, such a classy storefront that they have on the second floor there of Shriver Square building.
Right downtown Sioux Falls.
Historic downtown Sioux Falls, yes. And beautiful too.
Very.
And they do some fun stuff, and I've purchased a few different things from them. So now I'm going to have to purchase some Hannah Stromseth art when I go there next.
Not there yet, but I haven't made enough to be in there yet. But yes, you'll have to keep an eye out.
All right. And then the zoo, it just so happens that my wife and I are going to an event there on Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Zoofari or what's the event?
It's adult night at the zoo or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
So we're looking forward to that.
That'd be great.
And in terms of Alex, she has incredibly high praise for you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she does. She just happened to drop off some shirts here earlier today. And I wish I could remember exactly how she said it. But it's like you'd met her and she's just so thrilled as to how you jump into things and want to be a part of things. And you'd been together at a committee meeting last night and all these different things. And she talks about that, the fact that you were so eager for everything. And then she said, well, she kind of started hanging around. And it's like, I like that. Because I think her art is amazing.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Alex.
Yeah, and so it's good to see that you have support like that. And you already talked about how serendipity is so good to helping artists and so forth. And we go down there quite often on the first Friday.
Oh, yep.
If nothing else, look around because they have other artists there. For that evening. And then, gosh, they started this whole thing on Saturday mornings, too.
Okay. What'd you do?
Well, I haven't been to it because I have to work at my regular job on Saturdays all the time. But, they have different classes and people just bring in their wares and a chance to be creative and see creative.
Okay, cool.
It's a good thing.
That's at Serendipity?
At Serendipity.
Okay, I'll have to check that out, too. I didn't know that existed either.
Yeah, 10 to 2 or 10 to 4.
Okay.
It's a good thing to take in. So painting appears to be the way for you, whether it's on faces, on canvas, or on walls.
Yeah, or sidewalks, I guess.
Yeah, sidewalks
painting of all sorts.
What's the medium that you like most?
That's a great question.
I get in one per interview. That's a great question. Yeah.
I think it just depends on my mood. I'm one of those people that I like to do lots of things and I don't like to get bored. So if you made me choose one thing my whole life, I don't know if I could do it. I think everything has its own impact as long as you make it bold enough and the subject matter is great. I don't know if I have a favorite.
Okay.
Ask me in like 2 years. I'll pick a favorite.
Okay, I got to check my calendar.
Yeah,
2
there you
years. We'll be into about episode 383.
Okay.
So what do you work with then? Besides paint, do you do charcoal? Do you do colored pencil?
I like to dabble.
Mhm.
And I'm one of those DIYers. So
Right.
like right now, it's not very artistic, but I'm redoing my deck outside and I have to go paint that when I get home tonight. So painting of all sorts, right? But yes, on Sketchbook, I bought some Ohuhu markers. Strange name for a brand, but they're like these alcohol-based markers.
Right.
I've been trying to sketch with those in my sketchbook. I just got commissioned by someone I know to paint a Charlie Brown character. So I did that with acrylic on sketchbook paper, which was like a thicker paper. But I mean, acrylic on canvas is something that I really like to do. And then, walls, any of the sort. At the zoo, I painted the pillar, like I mentioned, which was like a concrete pillar. And then the ceiling, which was like my arch nemesis. I did not like to paint a ceiling. And I now I know, right? Everything's a learning experience. But I'm excited to go out and paint some more murals at the zoo outside. Let's see if I can figure out how to paint on wood and on metal. And I'm just excited for what's next.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What about subject matters? Anything you don't approach, or will you use that whole it's a learning experience?
I'll try anything.
Really? Okay.
But I do know that faces are hard because when you think about it, you can kind of tell if someone's face is not symmetrical. And with a painting, it's even more so because there's so many shades and shadows and colors and all the things. So I've never done an actual like portrait of somebody, like take a reference photo or have them sit there while I paint them. I feel like that would be a huge challenge. Eventually I'll work my way up to it. But right now I'm like, I don't know about that. Animals are easier, of course, because they don't have to be very symmetrical if they're furry and fun. But I would say probably not a portrait right now.
Okay. What about a caricature though?
Caricatures. Oh yeah. I would love to do some caricatures. I saw that you had some hanging out in your living room there.
Yep. And then in the meantime, you will be doing character for your commission work. Which Charlie Brown character is it? Do you remember?
I think it is Charlie.
Okay.
Oh, I should have looked that up. It's the character with the yellow shirt that has that ziggity stripe. Is that Charlie?
That's Charlie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That big brain fart. My mom used to love Snoopy and all the things when we were little. I grew up in Minnesota, and so we'd always go to Camp Snoopy, which was in the Mall of America.
Yes.
Now it's like Nickelodeon Universe.
Oh, crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Great rides, but I just wish it was Camp Snoopy again. Very nostalgic.
I miss Snoopy. Yeah. I miss the cartoon itself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's, great stuff that we have to work with in that area. What makes you imaginative?
Ooh, I think stories. I think the stories that people tell me makes me imaginative, or makes me kind of look at things a little different. Nature, of course, also makes me think about different things. I think I've been noticing, this is weird. I've been noticing more about how I notice things, if that makes sense. And you can really tell if someone has artistic ability by what they notice. So like when I'm looking outside right now, I can see, yes, there's some trees and a sidewalk, but I'm also looking at the light, how it's hitting each leaf, where exactly that light hits, the shape of that light, how I would paint that. And I know that's kind of nerdy, but I'm always just looking and noticing more, how are things highlighted? What are the subject matters, the colors? How do they mesh? Like your colors in here, it's orange and purple.
Yeah.
Those are amazing colors. I'm wearing purple myself.
Yeah.
You're wearing orange today too.
And in fact, it was because of a sunset that I saw.
Okay.
And that was before we had cell phones with cameras on them. But it's one of those indelible images that I remember. And I'm 62 now, so I don't remember a lot. And that's 25 years ago, I think, that I saw that particular, and it was reflecting perfectly on a lake.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
Do you know where that was at?
I do.
Where was it?
Hayti, South Dakota.
Okay.
Yeah, up, they had a little, I was covering a football game for a radio station, and their football field was right next to this small lake. And I saw that, and I was just like, why didn't I stick with photography?
Should have had a camera.
Because it was absolutely stunning. And then
you're an artist. You notice, see?
Right. Well, everybody's an artist. And
there's
it's
so
been
many forms of art.
Yeah, and it's been said on this show a lot about, whether you're a performing artist, a visual artist, or think of the things that you like on a daily basis. You walk past something, and go, oh, that's nice.
The way you can put two things together. The way
an artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you make your coffee. How you make your food.
Exactly.
There's so many.
Yeah, chefs. I mean, that's a great thing. For art, especially the way it has blossomed so much over the past 20 years.
Right.
We didn't have like a Food Network for a long time.
Yeah, we're definitely learning a lot about food.
and so now everybody, I mean, think of the people that get into being chefs.
How much they have to learn. Oh,
right.
my gosh.
Oh, and speaking of chefs, our friend Dave Roberts.
Yep. He makes a lot of good stuff.
Yes, he does.
He would always bring in samples for me. Hey.
Yeah. And then
here's some chocolate.
Ask him about the Capitol Grill.
Capitol Grill.
In Minneapolis.
Okay.
We ate there one time. And the service was so impeccable. He was wearing black dress slacks. And the serving team came by and said, "Sir, would you like us to give you a black napkin so that you don't have any white showing up from the white napkin on your lap?"
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It's like, wow.
Who thinks of that?
I counted that night. We had 7 different people that helped at our table.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore.
No, it's amazing. And they also made a really good drink, too.
Capitol Grill. I'll mark it down, too.
Save your chips, but it's well worth it. That's the first time I had, because that was 20 years ago, probably. That was the first time I ordered a steak that was over $50.
Oh, wow.
And now it's like, okay, Hy-Vee, what do you got?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be $51.20.
Right. Yeah, things have been going up, that's for sure.
All right, so you're doing commission work. You're doing all these other things. What else is there you want to do, Hannah?
What don't I want to do? I really want to do more murals. I think I've started scratching that itch, and I just want to keep going with it because it really does transform a space. And I know this is really strange too, but I think of when I used to play the game Sims. Have you heard of the game Sims?
I've heard of it.
It's a computer game. I used to play that a lot when I was a kid, and I would always like to rearrange rooms, and that was always a fun part. And trying to get
feng shui.
Yeah, feng shui. But I remember during the Sims game that each character, you obviously have to feed them and make them sleep and stuff, but you also need to have things on the walls, like paintings and lighting and things like that, because of their mental health. Because if you just don't have anything to look at and it's blank, it affects your mental health. And that's actually true in real life. We don't really think about it much, but color and, even music and different things that you look at, it does affect your brain a certain way. And I'm kind of geeky into all that and how people perceive different things and lights and colors. But I think murals make a huge impact on a room. You don't probably have to hang up anything on that wall because it's a whole artwork in itself. but I think that makes the space transform the most. And so my husband is one of my number one fans. He's like, send me some before and after
He's a good
pictures.
husband.
Yeah. Yeah. As he should, right? But he said, send me some before and after pictures. I'm gonna try to put you on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, oh, okay. Wonder what that's gonna be about. And so we've already got a bunch of people contacting me to, different nurseries, or like a woman who wants to transform her gym garage. Like she's already
Right.
made her garage into a gym, and she wants a huge mural on there. A couple different businesses reached out. Somebody wants to paint a sports team on their wall. So everybody seems to be well engaged with it. So, if there's a need, why not go for it?
Yeah, very true. I love it. The concept and your artwork is outstanding.
Thank you.
And, I think we could probably find some room in here.
You do this.
Right.
This room looks like the room I grew up in. I did not want any wall showing. And I would always put beautiful artworks up that inspired me in some sort of way. Even the whole wall on one of my walls, which my mom has not changed yet, is a huge vision board for me.
Right.
And it's crazy to think every time I visit my parents, it's like a white doctor's coat, which is like, oh, I was in respiratory therapy. Maybe that's my brain saw that growing up. But I'm like, oh, I'm going to actually be in healthcare. And then everything from like high heels and color and animals and, good food. And I like all that stuff. Right. So I don't know. I think that any sort of artwork really just affects who you are and how you go about life.
Right. Well, we have quite a bit of local artists
In here?
in here, and then
A lot of sunsets.
yeah,
I like that.
a lot of that, and we just enjoy supporting local art of all sorts, and we'll be supporting you as well.
Thank you. I've really just dipped my toe into the art scene again, and I've realized there are some opportunities, and I'm excited to kind of explore those.
Excellent.
I know that there's like a Sioux Falls Chalk Fest coming up in August. I unfortunately cannot go to that, but I wish I could. But different call for arts. I know Alex has been telling me about a lady named Marin, and she works for the city somehow. And she's been trying to have more opportunities for artists.
Marin Engel. Yeah.
Marin Engel. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. And so I've been seeing those here and there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think that could be possible in Sioux Falls. And I grew up near the cities, so it's feeling more like an artist community in Sioux Falls. So I'm excited to see what happens.
It is. I like to say the time that it really started to take off was when Jim Clark thought of the whole sculpture walk.
Okay. Yeah.
And, we had already had the pavilion that was doing some things. And then this wonderful guy says, we should have some things all around town, downtown. So they put together the sculpture walk. It's a hit immediately. And now it brings in thousands of people.
Thousands.
And a year. And it's just incredible.
It is.
What that has brought to the city, and then how the rest of the arts community has just exploded.
It has.
In that time. I grew up down in Rock Rapids, 35 miles away. And, when I turned 16 and could drive up here and go to the State Theater, the first time around for that group, the population was 68,000, I think.
Oh, my
and now
gosh.
we're almost at 220.
Yeah.
And so, along with the growth of the actual number of people in the city, the growth of other things that make it a wonderful city to be in.
Right.
And the outstanding artwork that we have is just so wonderful that it has become such a part. And you're right, we are becoming an arts community.
We are.
Yeah,
I think it's coming around to people are realizing the value of it, and it's hard because people always try to quantify the value, and it's
right.
It's something that you see over a long period of time. You don't see it. Well, sometimes you see it immediately, but I think people definitely are starting to learn more about
right.
that. And
It's now a selling point for the
Yes.
city of Sioux Falls.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and so happy that we have artists like you to celebrate and to have us, talk about your art
Yeah.
and, see your art around town. Looking forward to seeing more of it.
Me too. Hopefully I can make the time
Yeah.
to.
All right. Well, you
See
are a
more.
first-time guest. Notice how I worded that. You are a first-time guest,
Mhm.
as in, she'll be back sometime. So you get the traditional 2 questions that
Oh,
I
gosh.
ask at the end
You
of
didn't
the
warn me on any
conversation.
questions. I didn't prepare at all.
Yeah. I like to throw it out there. So how you answer the first question determines whether the second one needs to be asked.
Okay.
All right. When you are not part of the arts and entertainment community, what do you like to be entertained by?
Ooh. What do I like to be entertained by? I mean, I love live music. I cannot sing myself. But anybody who's playing live music, I love to listen.
Right.
And I mean, there's other things too. I love nature and hiking and hanging out with friends and hanging out with my dogs. But art has been like a huge part of my downtime. So it's hard to think of anything else.
All right. So the second question is, any other hobbies?
Any other hobbies? I loved kayak and canoe. Yeah, I should have prepared for this because I know I have hobbies. I love reading. I actually listen to a lot of my books because I'm on the road a lot. So I love my fantasy audiobooks. For anyone who loves fantasy audiobooks too, I'd love a good recommendation. But I'm constantly listening to books and books and books, whatever I can. But traveling, I love traveling. I love visiting different places, new experiences. Actually, there was not to go too long on your question, but there's a guy named Travis Jacobs in town. Birdman Jacobs, I think is what his nickname is. Do you know who that is?
I do. He used to date somebody that used to live downstairs in this building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, he's an artist in himself, and he's a poet. He's an author. He does a lot of things, but I recently heard him talk, and he said that people are creatures of like searching, seeking, finding. And so, like, for example, when you think of the Where's Waldo book, it's not here's Waldo and a big face of Waldo on each page. No, it's the fun of the book is to search for him on every page. And I feel like he's like my spirit animal because he talked about how he likes to search for new experiences and how that kind of invigorates him and makes him be creative and find different like verbiage for his books and all the things. But I like to do that too. So I'm literally up for anything from archery to, different martial arts to anything. Like I would love to try anything new.
All right. Sounds like a deal then.
Yes.
Oh,
Does anyone ever ask that about you? What is your hobbies? Besides this.
Yeah.
Besides this.
Yeah. All right. So for entertainment, first of all.
Entertainment.
How do I like to be entertained? I'm with you. Live music is great. And thank you, Ricardo and Mary Beth, for Trio Jazz.
I have not been there yet. I want to go.
We'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Let's do it.
fantastic because I'm a huge jazz lover.
Okay.
And then the hobbies, watching lots of Chicago Cubs baseball on TV.
Okay. Big sports fan. All right.
Used to be a huge sports fan, but life changes so much and your priorities change. And all of a sudden, some things aren't as important anymore. Because for a long time, my whole thing was that I was never going to die because the Denver Broncos needed to win a Super Bowl. The Cubs needed to win the World Series, and I had to have a hole in one. I missed the hole in one by about 3 or 4 inches.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Heart was going ching, 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 ching.
Wasn't your time.
No. And the Broncos finally won a Super Bowl, and then the Cubs won a World Series. So I was like, well, if I go to mini golf, maybe I get that hole in one. So
Keep trying, you never know.
I do that. Love to new experiences like you talk about. And for me, often that's, going to a new restaurant,
Okay.
new place opening up. I want to see what it's all about. And, fun stuff like, a lot of people know about Good Earth State Park.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a Good Earth Farm just south of Lenox.
Something
And
about that.
on Friday nights and Sunday nights over the weekend during the summer, they have an outdoor pizza grill.
Mm.
And that was absolutely just a joy of finding that. And it's an old recipe of the guy's dad had it when he had a pizzeria in South Dakota.
Cool.
And they've kept that for the sauce. You have to have reservations, but not for the number of people that you're going to have at a table or anything.
The amount of pizzas?
You have to have, right.
Oh.
They need to know how many crusts they need to make.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like an
I bet
interesting
that's darn
thing.
good pizza. Oof.
Amazing.
I'm a foodie myself. We can talk about food
And then,
for a while.
But speaking of pizza, my wife and I were recently in St. Louis for a Cubs
Jazz
game.
Central.
Well, didn't even get the chance to get out for that.
Okay. Shoot.
But then we always, one of the things I like to do is if there's a college town, I like to drive around the campus a little bit. And the other thing I always keep in my head is that every good college town has a good local pizzeria.
I think you're right. I'm trying to think of all the ones I visited.
The best pizza of all time.
In St. Louis.
No, in Columbia on the way back traveling. It's the University of Missouri.
Okay.
And then right next to it is this Shakespeare's Pizza. Amazing. Staff was phenomenal. The whole experience was just great. Plus, they let our dog go in there too.
Oh, lovely. Love that.
Yep. So that's probably a good hobby. Yeah.
So, are you one of those people that would travel for food? Because some people
Yes.
think that's crazy, and I would totally do that.
Oh,
myself.
no. We've there's a little. Scott Smith knows this place. There's a little dive bar down in Sioux City called Miles Inn.
Okay.
Ask him about it. Dave Roberts knows about it too because I introduced Dave to it. I've been going there since spring of 1980.
Okay.
And
It's
they
still
have
going
this
strong.
little, what most people would call a tavern or a barbecue. And it is
Sloppy
the
Joe,
Charlie Boy.
Minnesota.
Yeah. And it stays together, even though it's supposed to be a loose meat. It stays together because they put malto meal in it.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then they also use white pepper
Okay.
in their recipe.
That's the life hack for
Yeah.
good sloppy
And
Joe.
it's, they put a slice of cheese on top and everything else. With inflation, that is now $4.
That's still pretty cheap.
Yeah. And then they're a 20-ounce schooner, frosted schooner of beer, because of inflation, is also $4 now.
Okay.
But for $8, you can be happy and full.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's a dandy, and we have often driven down to a Miles Inn just for, hey, we haven't had a Charlie Boy in a while.
Charlie Boy. Maybe he has
yeah.
mentioned that to me.
He probably has. Yeah, if not, he will go on about it for a long time. And the other thing, let's see, we will travel for good steak and good experiences. There used to be a place in Southwest Minnesota, Kinbray Steakhouse. I don't know if it's still going or not.
I wonder.
It's about 75, 80 miles probably from here.
Okay.
It was worth the drive. And
Best steak ever?
up there.
Ooh, okay.
Up there, yeah. It definitely top 10. I don't know about top 5,
Okay.
but top 10 for sure.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then, of course, the Capitol Grill. That's definitely in the top 5. Morton Steakhouse. That is maybe a little bit better than Capitol Grill.
Okay.
But I tell you what, because my favorite steak is a bone-in ribeye.
I feel like that's my husband's favorite steak, too. He's
Yeah.
a big steak guy.
Yeah, and my wife ran into a deal at Hy-Vee a few weeks back where they had the big tomahawks on sale,
Mm-hmm.
and $20 each.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so she brought those home, and we got this Cadillac of a grill that we bought a year and a half ago. And that was, I don't know if it's yeah, it really was.
The one that you've made was the best steak you've
My
ever had?
wife made it the best steak I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you tell your wife that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's
and we
high
told
praise.
Hy-Vee that, too.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, obviously, it's got to be a good cut of meat, but how you cook it too is the other half of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, so your wife's got some skills, is what
Oh,
you're
she
saying.
does. It was a long time that I was the only one in the house that grilled. She did everything else. So that was kind of mine, but she
She took it over
she
and
said,
made
"You
it
know
better.
what?" Yeah, she did. She says, "I want to learn how to grill." So taught her a few basics. One of the chiropractors that she works for loves to grill as well. And so he started teaching her things.
Tips and tricks, yeah.
And she's got it down.
Nice.
Yeah. And, so I'll sit there and she'll say, what do you want for supper? And I'll look at the calendar or the weather app and go, well, it's going to be like 75 and sunny at 6 o'clock tonight. Do you have anything to go on the grill?
It's a casual suggestion.
Exactly. Plant that seed.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
That's amazing.
Oh, we have gone quite a while here, but
Oh,
it has
wow.
been no problem for
Is
me.
that the real time?
Yeah, that's the real time.
Whoops.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a podcast. We can go as long as we
Oh,
want.
gosh.
I don't have any top of the hour news I have to hit or anything
Well,
like
now
that.
that you mention, let's sit back and just kidding.
Yeah, but you need to go sell some more ads or something, probably.
There you go. Need to write some.
All right. But what a pleasure.
Yes.
Hannah Stromseth, it's been so great to get to know you in person instead of just back and forth on messaging. And you have a fan.
Thank you. And thank you for supporting artists of all sorts.
I love to do it. It's my passion. All right. And we'll be back with more of the Dave Holly Hour in just a moment. Trio Jazz Club, where every night hits the right note. They've got another week packed with stellar live performances. Don't miss a beat. Tonight at 6:30, experience classical with a twist as Jazz with Bobby Grip brings jazz energy to timeless pieces. Friday at 6:30 and 9, catch the smooth swing of the Olsen Brothers Quartet, delivering rich harmonies and tight grooves. Saturday at 6:30 and 9, the C.J. Coker and Tom Schaefer Quintet take the stage with an electrifying set you won't forget. Enjoy the spectacular sound of the Woodshed Duo, bringing heart and soul to every note on Tuesday at 6:30, and on Wednesday at 6:30, don't miss the dynamic rhythm of the Jeff Ball Group, wrapping up the week in style. Tickets available now at triojazzclub.com. Great music is just a click away.
Ladies, when it's time to give your nails some love, get that extra special treatment from Quality Nails on South Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Manicures and pedicures that look great and make you feel fantastic. Zaya and Tony don't simply provide the service, they provide professional care for your hands and feet. Whether you just want the basics or you're looking for an extra special look with an added flair. Oh, and guys, it's okay to treat yourself too. Quality Nails on Minnesota. Call for an appointment, 605-334-1463.
Once again, Dave Holly.
Welcome back, everyone. Of course, you know I'm going to say it's always a pleasure to talk Sioux Empire Arts and Entertainment. And you also hear me say, especially when it's a new guest, that it's always a pleasure to get to know a new guest. This is very special. Not only is it her first time on the show, but Ebony Symonew, you are individual guest number 400 on this show.
And I can't tell you how much of an honor it is to be here.
It is. And you've got the studio and show mascot, Charlie.
Charlie is loving on me big time.
Yes, he is. He's known to do that. He's also known to bark.
I think he knows I need a doggy love today.
Oh, yeah. But he hasn't been on the show in a few weeks because it was just getting to be too loud sometimes. So we would put him downstairs in the 3-season room. But today the 3-season room is about 90. So
yeah, I bet it's hot.
Yeah, we're gonna keep him.
My apartment is also sweltering.
Yeah, well,
I live in a studio with a window unit. And that's
okay,
it.
Yeah,
So.
and then my wife, her business that she works at, their front air conditioner is down for the front area where she works, and she and I do not do heat well. It just doesn't happen for us.
You know, this summer heat has been a struggle for me as well. Usually I thrive in it because I'm from Texas.
Right.
So usually it doesn't bother me. But this year I've had braids in all summer so far.
Right. Yeah.
They just make everything worse. They just make everything hot. Everything you do is hot.
Well, speaking of hot, you do happen to be that when it comes to being on stage, dancing, singing, acting. You're doing well.
I do as much as I can. If somebody asks me, I'm up to do it. Like I love being on stage. I always have since I was little. So it's always fun to be up there and just like when I'm not on stage, I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself. So I think that's why I got a job as a DJ so that I could still
right. And what started first then? Dance, singing.
I actually like one of my first solid cohesive statements was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So
wow.
I've always loved to sing. It wasn't always good, but
oh, hey, yeah. You know, at a young age, I think it's forgiven.
I think it is. And, you know, I always knew I would be somewhat good at singing because my mom has beautiful voices. But you'll never catch her singing anymore. She refuses to.
Oh, refuses to even.
Yes, she refuses to unless I really like sneak in and catch her singing or we're doing Beyonce Day. Then she'll sing along.
Oh, behave.
Yes. Beyonce will get anybody to sing. Anybody.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, and move. So the dancing then, was that the next part?
Honestly, I've never taken a dance class in my life other than what I did at USD. I took one jazz class, one tap class, and one musical theater movement class. And that was all the dancing I did. Most of my lessons came from like YouTube and MTV because I used to watch music videos and just copy those all day.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot to be said about imitation and learning from that. When I first started in radio, the first thing I ever did was I went up to the local radio station and sat in with the, believe it or not, still an evening DJ, no tracking or anything back then. And the first thing I always wondered was, well, how do they always get the record to start right at the beginning? Yep. And I just saw how it was done, and then I knew how to do it. And, you know, that's a lost art now.
It really is, because I think everything's digital now.
Yeah. But, you know, I learned from that. I learned at the cart machines and everything else. Now it's all computerized. Ding, 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 ding. You know, punch what you want.
I think, honestly, I learned everything that way except for DJing. I'm terrible with turntables. Like,
really?
Cannot do it. Still to this day. That also requires hand-eye coordination someday, but I really struggle with that.
Oh, my. Yeah. So you do that. First of all, your job that makes you money is at Pinnacle Productions.
Actually, that is my side job.
That's
job
your side
that makes
job.
Money. I work at Dakota Abilities.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, great group.
Yeah, I love it there.
Yeah.
I love it there. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get our group Creating in Color to get out there and
Oh,
do a
yeah.
little performance. And they asked me to just do a performance solo too. It's just like finding the time because I
That's
work all
right.
day long.
So, and I just got to think of this. Technically, you are a Vaude's alumni.
I am technically a Vaude's alumni.
Because let's see, we had...
Because technically Vaude's was the very first performance of Creating in Color.
Yes, yes.
So
that means, I've got T-shirts for sale and alumni get $5 off.
Ooh, I have to give them
Yeah,
a t-shirt.
I think you better. And so the side job then with Pinnacle allows you were talking earlier, it's like a litany of things that you get to do.
I've done a lot in my life in general. I've had so many jobs. It's kind of ridiculous, but I love Pinnacle. I've been there for like 6 years now, I think. And I love doing karaoke DJing. It's my favorite thing to do in the entire world. I love just like sitting back and listening to people sing and just like getting people to come up and sing and helping them find songs to sing. And it helps me expand my repertoire of songs and my knowledge of songs too, because especially the country genre, because I don't play in that field too often. So I learn new country songs about every time I do karaoke, and it helps because when you go to a different venue, you got to know different songs.
True.
So it helps when I actually know a country song. When I go somewhere and somebody's like, "Can you play something country?" and I'm like,
"You got it."
Do we want to listen to Shania Twain? Because I think that's all I know.
Well, I understand that because 20 years ago, I did DJ karaoke for about 3 years, maybe.
Oh.
And you're right. Different venues. There's going to be a different group as to what they're looking for
and what they're listening to.
Yeah, and you said it about expanding your repertoire when it came to the country music. For me, it was hearing songs that I had heard and not knowing who sang them. So that comes up and it's like, there we go. And
also,
then
learning the actual name to songs. The whole time you thought it's one thing and it's another. And
right?
Like, that's why we couldn't find this song.
It's listed a little differently. Yeah.
Like I think the song is Rehab. I always thought that song was called Bartender.
Oh yeah.
For the longest time, and it wasn't until somebody did it for karaoke, and I was like, "Isn't this song called Bartender? Wait, it's Rehab."
Is that the one where it's a one?
Drove my car and walked away.
All right,
that weird one.
Yeah.
I don't know the words. I'm terrible.
There are some dandies out there. Well, that's why you karaoke. You get to see them on the screen.
And I also do Singo, which is like song bingo. So
right.
I sit there and just listen to songs for many hours straight. So I just like only know bits and pieces of songs after a while too.
So I'm going to have to attend that sometime.
Oh, it's a good time. You get a prize if you win. So
yeah,
I recommend it.
But is it another one of those things that starts like at 9 o'clock in the evening?
Oh no, this always starts at 7. Ours always starts at 7.
The old folks can get there then.
Yeah. It's also because like people bring their kids to play. So we give away like bar T-shirts, which I still don't understand why people bring their kids to play because they don't want T-shirts. But hey, they enjoy playing the game. Like when kids win, they get so excited and they just like run up.
Oh, very true.
And then it's funny when the adults boo them.
Oh,
and you have to look at the adults like, what? Why are we doing that? Do we not see this as a child? Okay. That's all I can say. I call people out every time too. I'm like, hey, this is a kid. We don't boo kids.
Yeah. Oh, well, nobody boos you. That's for sure. I tell you, it's so great to see you on stage. And you know how to move.
Well, I'm glad it looks that way.
Well, and that's the thing that was surprising. I thought, okay, this is going to be one of those that, she was just dancing and her mother says, well, let's put you in dance class at 4, not that situation.
No, I wish. I wanted to take gymnastics and I wanted to take dance when I was a kid, but we never got around to it. Mm-hmm. So I think my first like real heavy duty dancing was show choir in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I was just hooked. I was like, I gotta continue to sing and dance at the same time. I love it. So I think that's also what kind of inspired my foray into musical theater, being like my exclusive major when I got to college. So
Yeah.
I love theater, and I always loved music. And like when I was little, I thought I was going to be a pop star. I thought I was going to be just like Whitney Houston
Oh, okay.
for the longest time. Aaliyah. I was like, I'm going to be the next one of them. One of them too. I'm going to be the next.
Well, I'm glad you just stuck to being Ebony Symonew.
Me too. I think the pressure would have gotten to me.
Yeah. Well, and I think that people around here especially love that part of you then.
I could still
Because-
perform for my mom. So
Yeah, and it's one of those, that I always say this about when somebody gets into a character, they have that. But also, if it's not calling for somebody to be a character, just themselves and what they do, they get so immersed in it.
right.
And I always remember a time when I was on the radio 25 years ago and had three guys that all came in with their guitars. And they had a show coming up. And I still remember, I said, hey, would you play something while we go to the commercial break? And I sat there and watched these three guys. And I took a look at one of them, and the smile on his face that as he was playing that, and I just thought, that is joy
That-
right there.
And I know that feeling.
Yeah,
Love that
and
feeling.
that's what I think about you too when I see you on stage, and so many. We've got some great talent in this town.
We really do.
Yeah, and then I see you, and it's like that's just joy. You are having a ball.
I really am usually. Once all the pressure is done and I'm not learning things anymore, then it's just pure fun. And I love it. And you don't get to have that much as an adult. So it's just, I say to myself every time before I go on stage, I'm just going to enjoy this as much as I possibly can. And then when it's over, it's over. But while I'm doing it, I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest in every way I can. So
What's been your favorite thing to be in?
honestly, so far, I would have to say, even though my dream show to be in was Spring Awakening,
Mhm.
my favorite show so far has been the Pride Cabaret I just got done with.
Yes,
It was my first cabaret.
that was
Good night, and I
awesome.
had a ball.
Yeah, and it's another thing that it brings out in terms of people knowing music and so forth. That was one of those where, again, it's kind of like, oh, who sang this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
that's totally
and to hear some music that, maybe the average 62-year-old male hasn't heard before, but can still go, oh, that's good.
I think the playlist was just right on for that cabaret. It had enough songs where you knew some of them, some of them were really popular, like Abracadabra.
Right.
Everybody knew Lady Gaga, but some of them were just niche, but toe tapping.
Yeah.
One song I was in, Maniac by Conan Gray. Coleman sang it.
Oh,
Me and Casey backed him up. It's one of my favorite songs, actually. And when I heard it was in the show, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one that knew this song. So that was another fun part of doing the cabaret. It was some of the songs that were picked, I was like, man, I really thought I was the only one sitting in my car listening to the song and screaming it at the top of my lungs. But apparently not. So cool.
Yeah. Well, it's such a different, in terms of how people get music and listen to music anymore. That's so different than what it used to be. It just used to be radio.
Yeah.
And then from that, you'd hear a group and you go to the record store. And
remember those days.
Yeah, and find new things from that. But
Scrolling through the CD section.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing now is somebody hears something and it's on their phone and they share it with somebody.
Right away.
Yep. And
That's the
then you
beautiful
go,
thing about
this is a nice song. Yeah, I'll add it to my playlist. Or
And then it just gets spread around like wildfire.
Yep.
I think it's beautiful that really good songs can go viral really easily nowadays. It just needs to be picked up in just the right way. And then you're just like, wow, this is a great song. I'm glad I heard it.
And so many more people have the opportunity to record at their home and to their liking and do it how they wish and put it out there. And if it goes, it goes.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just, freedom for your soul. You got that piece of your soul out there to the world, and at least it's there, and you know about it.
So this, we're recording this on Tuesday, but it comes out on Thursday. And of course, tonight then, Thursday night,
is Stage Awards.
Stage Awards. Are you looking forward to this?
I am super looking forward to this. My best friend in the world, Etta McKinley, is co-hosting the awards. Yeah. So I am just excited to see her shine and do her thing.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
I define her as the greatest ball of love.
She is. She is. And I say I'm the twine that keeps her together.
I like that. The twine that keeps her together. Oh,
I think I'm just the right amount older than her that I'm just like, no, we shouldn't do that. But she keeps me together too. So we're very cohesive. And I love watching her grow. She's like the little sister I never had because I only have brothers. So I just love hanging out with her. I love watching her grow and change through every performance I get to see her in.
Yeah. So you're changing in different performances then. When you do a show like a cabaret, and you know it all so well by the time that you have that opening night, and if there's a performance beyond one, do you find yourself maybe even doing a little bit of improv in the dance or in the song?
For me, the dance usually stays the same unless I have forgotten. I shouldn't improv any dances. But for me, I actually like the more times I get to perform it, the more times I have fun. Like I will like, maybe like riff a little bit on something I maybe didn't riff on the first show on like the sixth show, because by that point I'm like, let's just spice it up a little bit.
Let's go for it.
At this point, what danger is there? So I think the more you do it, the more fun you get to have with it. And I think I love when people, like, if I go to a show more than once, I love seeing how it's changed. So, and I think that's the beautiful thing about theater too, is that it can like change and grow.
Just even in terms of the standards that people will do, like a Sound of Music or something along that line, and how each production is done and how it got interpreted
by
and so forth.
The audience and the performers. Like I was just in Midsummer Nights, and I think that's actually my second Shakespeare play I've done in my life. My first one was at USD. I did Macbeth.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun. I was a witch. There was 4 of us instead of 3. And it was a lot of fun. Like it's interesting how I've been in 2 shows where certain roles are supposed to be a certain amount of people, and then they've been expanded. And I always find that's more fun too. Like I've done Little Shop of Horrors 3 times in my life, and I've played the exact same role all 3 times because I love that role and I always go for that role. And the very first time I played it, we had 6 Ronettes. Ronette is the role I always play, and we had 6 Ronettes, and there's only supposed to be 3. So that was probably one of the most fun times I've played Ronette as well. Just having 5 other girls to like play off of on stage was a riot, and we got in a lot of trouble. So it was fun.
But it was worth it.
Yes, it's always worth it if you can cause a little bit of trouble.
Exactly. And what are you looking to cause trouble in next? What's coming up for you?
Right now, just auditions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sit in on some studio time with Etta and her band. Maybe you might see me pop up on a track here or there
with
for
Vendetta,
them.
huh?
I love singing with them. I've done a couple shows with them. I just love singing. Anytime I get to sing with Etta, I will. Anytime she's like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "Yep." Before she even finishes her sentence, count me in. Where are we going? Oh, unless I have to work, and then I'm like, darn it. So, other than that, I'm just getting ready for auditions and working right now because I got to catch up on that money before show season starts.
Exactly. It's
so
like,
continue.
How would you like to sponsor the Dave Holly Hour? It won't cost you any cash. It's just going to be tickets.
Yeah.
That's all I need. No, I can't complain. It's well worth it. I enjoy supporting the arts in whatever fashion, whether it be monetary, whether it be performing, emceeing,
Yes.
or, just promoting everything on this show.
Yes.
I love supporting the arts because the arts have passionate people.
They do.
Very well-rounded in terms of their knowledge of the world.
And I think it helps you be around a well-rounded person as well. Even though I can't speak English sometimes. But I think it helps you be well-rounded because you meet so many different kinds of people in the arts, in the creative spaces in this world. Whether that's like even like software engineering, graphic designers, like all of those people. When you're creative, it just brings a different side.
That's a word that I didn't use very much before I started this show.
Really?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, people that were on, the guests would talk about being a creator. Well, and so they're a creator too. And then I realized that's a great word to use because everybody creates art in some fashion, whether visual, whether performance, or whether, like you said, software engineer, or the ones I always am amazed by, architects.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Buildings are amazing things.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Like how they can make them so tall and not fall over in really high wind.
Yeah.
Is what amazes me.
Yeah, how they figured it out that, if you do this and that.
You put this amount of concrete, it won't fall down on itself and it won't fall down in the wind.
On anybody else. Yeah. So what drives you to be doing so much on stage?
I don't know. I think it's just always been a part of like my personality in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime I've ever been on stage, I just light up. It just brings out a different side of me in general. Ever since I was like little, even during like concerts, concert choir, little things, or like 5th grade, Titanic violin concert. I didn't even know the piece. I just sat there and waved at my mom the entire song. My mom was like, I was ashamed.
Oh, no. Oh, my.
I'm like, no.
You can't do that. No.
I was the best looking kid there. It's fine.
Okay, best looking then. So what are you wearing to tonight's stage awards?
Oh, well.
Is it glitz? Is it glamour?
It's going to be glitzy because I'm wearing the same dress that I wore during our Creating Color performance that I wore when I sang I Will Always Love You.
Oh.
Because I've only worn it that one time.
Yeah, that one time.
So.
Got to get 2 uses out of it at least.
At least. Because it was, a pretty spendy dress. So we should probably wear it more than once out in public.
Okay. Different colors in the braids then?
I'm actually keeping these. I just got these. I had rainbow braids all during June. So I went ahead and dialed it down a bit. And now I wanted to have like a pink
very
braids.
stylish.
Yes, I love them. I curled them myself. I dyed them myself.
Really?
So they're all, and I put them in myself. So it was all handmade. And they are teal and they're pink. And I love them. 2 of my favorite colors. Yeah. So my people I support at work love them as well. One of the people I supported recommended the teal. Like, yes, okay, I think I can do that because I love teal. Yeah. And she loves my braids. So
there you go. Well, I love seeing you on stage, as I've mentioned several times in this conversation.
And I love seeing you after I get off stage. It's always a treat to see you afterwards.
Thank you. Thank you. It is for me. It's just because that's yet another way of supporting the arts.
Yes.
When the show's over, get out there and say, hey,
did a great job. Yeah. Or even just giving feedback. I love it.
Yeah.
I love hearing just like what people thought of the show, their true opinion of it. And I love it because it makes the work worth doing.
True. Yeah. All right. So as a first-time guest, the conversation ends with 2 questions.
All right.
Possibly only one. How you answer the first one determines whether we need to ask the second one. So it starts off with, when you're not part of the arts and entertainment scene, what do you like to be entertained by?
I don't know, really, other than my family and TV. I don't know if there's really anything that I don't do that doesn't involve something like artsy or creative. Because like I will get down and watch TV for hours and you will not see me get up for days, maybe, actually. You can ask my mother. She complains about that a lot.
Anything you're binging currently then?
I am a huge fan of Asian TV. So
Really?
I'm usually binging some K-drama or some Thai drama. I hate subtitles, but I will put up with them for those shows. I love it. I love it. I also just like listening to stories. I'm a huge like Audible fan. I love listening to books. I will sit down and just listen to a book and fall asleep and then wake up and be 3 books later. And I'm like, oh, well, I should probably go back and figure out what happened to the last 2 books, huh? But I'm totally fine with that. Other than that, I have a niece and a nephew who anytime I can actually go spend with them, I do, because I am so busy that I don't have that much free time that I can go visit them. But anytime I can, I do, because they're the most adorable little sponges in the world. And I love teaching them to drive their father crazy. So
works out, huh?
It does. It does. It's another very fulfilling thing to make your brother's children drive him crazy.
All right. So the last question I have, you probably don't have time for. Any other hobbies?
No.
Yeah.
Because my hobbies really do include, like, I learn new dances. I learn new songs. Like, when I have free time, I'm beefing up or reinforcing my rep, relearning songs, like dancing, seeing what's on TikTok and seeing what like the newest dances are so that I'm not too old to go to auditions and be like, what are we doing? What's that dance move? I don't know what that is.
Oh my.
Because I have been to auditions and been like, why did I just see that on TikTok? What? Am I that behind?
Oh, the things we can learn on the internet now.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can even learn to like throw pottery online now.
Yeah.
I tried it. It did not end well.
That wasn't going to be a hobby then, huh?
No. I'm not. Art is not my hobby. Any medium has never worked out for me. My stick figures were usually lumpy.
Lumpy stick figures. That's a band name or something, isn't it? Lumpy
it should be.
Stick.
It should. If I ever form a band, that's going to be my name.
Yeah, all right.
We're going to be an R&B pop band.
Well, I can't wait. We'll get you to the top 10. Oh, Ebony Symonew, it's been a wonderful chance to get to know you more. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show.
Thank you for having me, David. It was lovely to have an extended conversation with you.
Yeah.
Since like the last Vodies, so it's
true.
Lovely.
All righty. And we've got some Vodies coming up the rest of the year yet.
Hit me up. I will make myself available.
I like it. All righty. And we'll be back to wrap up the Dave Holly Hour in just a moment.
Dr. Perry Langston and Dr. Corey Tooney know excellence is in you. That's why they provide you with excellent care at Exo Chiropractic, improving your overall health in spirit, body, mind, and will. Get results the natural way. Arrange a consultation. 605-332-9235 or exokairos.com. Excellent care for excellent people. Exo Chiropractic, located at 4309 South Racket Drive in Sioux Falls.
For him, every day is a Holly day. Here again, Dave Holly.
Again to my great guests, Hannah Stromseth and Ebony Symonew. Thank you for listening. Most of all, thank you for supporting local arts in the Sioux Empire. If you're a first-time listener, take some time. Head on over to the website, davehollyhour.com, where you will find that every one of the 283 episodes is available anytime, and we look forward to hearing from you as well. I encourage you to find your art. Find the art you enjoy. Find the art you're interested in trying, and we'll see you in the arts. As the Sioux Falls Arts Council says, together we art. As Arts South Dakota says, home is where the art is. As I say, put some art in your heart. Remember, my name is Dave Holly, and for me, every day is a holiday.
The Dave Holly Hour has been brought to you by Trio Jazz Club, Sioux Falls' premier jazz club. Serendipity Studio Gallery and Gifts. Chasers Food and Spirits, Excel Chiropractic, Quality Nails, and the Sioux Falls Arts Council. Stay up to date on the show by following on Instagram and Facebook. All episodes available anytime at DaveHollyHour.com. The Dave Holly Hour is produced in the Dipsy Doodle Studios by Big D Entertainment.
Thanks for listening.